Ding Liren plays the London system, and this is the first time that we see London system appearing in the World Championship match. Now Nepo was not completely surprised. He said he did expect this to happen in one of the games, but maybe this game is a little bit more weird choice than usually, because Ding Liren was already 3-2 down and he needed a win, and then he chose an opening that's not really known for its sharpness and for its attacking abilities, but still he expected to get a little bit of a surprise there. So we are getting to the interesting part right now, and what we can see here, Ding Liren is grouping his pieces around the queen side, and he blocked already that b7 pawn, and he does obviously plan to do something there. So seeing that, what Nepo is doing, he doesn't accept that queen exchange, but he prepares something in the center. He prepares this e5 push. Maybe a little bit of an inaccuracy, which Ding Liren starts to exploit immediately. Now, he takes on e5 after leaving the a pawn to be taken by Nepo. And what we see here is a continuation like this. So now Ding stays with that knight against the bishop, but that knight is going to be very, very dominant and active soon. So the game continues like this. Knight gets into play, gets attacked, but then gets back into the action and immediately threatens to take that c4 pawn. Now, we do see an exchange, another exchange here, and the queen coming to take that pawn. So on pawns, it is equal at this stage between the guys. Rook comes into the game from Ding Liren, and he becomes a very, very active piece, getting ready to become active on the 7th rank. And as we know, that is one of the most active positions that the rook can actually take. So, of course, Nepo is trying to do something here, looks at that a pawn and says, that's my chance, I need to go for it. But Ding Liren doesn't want to exchange his amazing knight for that bishop of Nepo at any point in time, and he doesn't give him a chance at all. After a few moves, we see where this is really heading. So a mating net is being created, and maybe this d5 move might seem a little bit odd, but it is actually closing the mating net. And Ding Liren obviously calculated everything correctly, because he's not afraid at all of this a pawn anymore. And when you look at it, what is happening now? A mate is hanging. There is only one move that can happen, that is rook defending that mate. And after this move, Nepo resigns because queen sacrifice is ready and imminent mate in a few moves. So London system was a good choice, because Ding Liren got back to 3-3 and eventually, after 7-7 in classical, won the rapid tie break and became the new world champion.